Hello everyone, Linda Israel here, and I have some digital art as well as some rubber stamps. This is the rubber stamp set Beautiful by Brutus Monroe. These images are from the Calico Collage. They are the Gentleman set, I believe. I keep forgetting the name. Dashing Men, there it is. Dashing Men set from Calico Collage. The scent of the day is black cherry. These scents last a really long time. I really love the scents, and I like to keep one in my studio because they smell so good. This is the ring I'm wearing today. Today I'm going to make a greeting card using the My Hero. I have already cut out an image from the collage sheet. I want to round the corners. I'm going to use my crocodile. So that is ready to go. I have a piece of craft colored cardstock here that I want to use as my background. And on this background I want to get some texture to it as well as some stamping. So what I'm going to do is pull out a couple of stamps and do some stamping on the background. So I've pulled off a couple of the stamps, this little flower and this starburst and this other little flower. I'm going to stamp it with the Brutus Monroe Detail ink. And I'm just going to randomly stamp it on the background here. Then I'm going to take the Brutus Monroe ink after I round the corners. And go around the edge. So that gives a little definition to the edge. I have my texture paste, Fast and Final. It's just a texture paste I picked up at the hardware store. I've got a Tim Holtz stencil. I'm just going to make some random stencil marks on this card. I'm going to dry this with my heat tool. Got my mist box out, and I've got a few colors of Tattered Angels mist as well as Liquid Elements from Brutus Monroe. I'm going to spray it with Tattered Leather, so you shake these side to side, not up and down, so it doesn't clog the mechanism. That was Tattered Leather, and I'm going to use cork. Now I've got some copper. Back with a little bit of the, one more of the copper. Let this dry with the heat tool. I've got It's Black by Tattered Angels, and I'm going to put some splatter marks around the edges. We'll set this aside to dry. On my Cricut, I cut a flourish. This is a flourish from the Gypsy Wanderings cut file. And what I want to do with this is add some color. So I'm going to take my Brutus Monroe Detail ink and I'm going to touch it to the actual flourish. And that'll make it a little bit darker. I'll go ahead and lay this in my spray box, and I want to spray it with a little bit of the Brutish Monroe Copper Elements. I'll dry that. Just think it gives us really neat aged look. On my silhouette, I cut out this mat. I'm going to take my Brutish Monroe detail ink. My Tim Holtz blending tool and go around the edge. It'll be matted on top. This is just a scrap piece of cardstock that I cut down to be a mat. I've got my vintage photo, and I've got brushed corduroy with my distressing tool. I'll go around the edge of this photo. I'm going to take the detail ink and go right around the edge. I die cut on my silhouette another label. It is elongated, and it is designed to fit the My Hero stamp. I've got my Misty loaded, and what I did was I have placed this in my Misty in the corner, and then I position my stamp where it needs to be. And now what I'm going to do is use my Brutish Monroe embossing ink. I'm going to ink up this stamp. I'm going to stamp this, and then we're going to emboss it in black embossing powder. Then I'm going to heat set that. So that's been embossed. Since I have the little flowers and swirls on my block, I'm going to stamp a couple of these on my image here, just to kind of give it a little bit more detail all the way around, like so. I'm going to use the Brutish Monroe ink to go around the edge. This kind of ages it, blends it together. I've made a mat for this as well, so that'll go on top. I think I'm ready to start assembling my card. I've got Aleene's tacky glue, white glue. I'm just going to put a little bit on my card. It's okay if it's curled because I'm going to put an acrylic block on top of my card for a moment, and that'll help flatten it out. I'm going to use the white glue to adhere the label. I've got a gold leafing pen by, I believe it's Krylon. I'm just going to go around the edge of this black. I think that just gives it a little bit of definition there. And then I want to go around the edge of the label or mat. Around the corners of my card. I'm going to use my brushed burlap and go direct to my card all the way around. Kind of cover up some of that white showing through. And then I'm going to go back with some black. And And I'm slightly letting the pad touch the top of the card so that it gets some of those high spots. I'm going to adhere down the photo of the gentleman. Then we'll adhere the flourish. So I'm just going to use a little bit of this white glue on the back side, and then I'll use my finger to spread it around. For the My Hero, I want it to be raised up, so I'm going to put some pop dot strip behind it. So I'm going to cut those and put that behind there. For a final touch, I'm going to splatter a little bit of black shimmer mist over the top there. I think I want to do one squirt of the copper. There we go. So there is a greeting card using the Dashing Men and the beautiful stamp set from Brutus Monroe, using Tattered Angels and Brutus Monroe's Liquid Elements, using a Cricut cut file, a silhouette cut, as well as Tim Holtz texture, or the stencil in the background, and using texture paste, so a true mixed media greeting card. So a perfect card for someone that you want to let them know that they are your hero. I hope you enjoyed seeing this particular card. Please visit my link to see the blog post about all of the products that were used today. Make sure that you give this video a like, a share, comment below if there's something that you like about it, or there's a product that you want to know more about, or a technique that you want to know more about. And of course, if you aren't subscribed, please subscribe. Thanks for watching today, and aspire to be amazing. Have a great day. Bye.